Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fastest podcast on the airwaves today, the Cat's Corner podcast, with your host, the three-time world karate champion, WCW legend, WWE legend, actor extraordinaire, Mr. Ernest the Cat Miller, your co-host, Ray W. Don't mean to trouble you, Keziah, a.k.a. Big Shug, manager of future Hall of Famers. We are the Cat's Corner podcast. And now, a word from our sponsors.
We're Resite. Of course we offer all-inclusive site work. We're Resite. Of course we have a dynamic site crew. We're Resite. We have secure foundations. We're Resite. Of course we're good stewards. Resite redefines the way site work is done. Contact us at resite.com. It's re-site.com.
Wow, Recite, one of our favorite sponsors. One of our favorite sponsors here at the Cat's Corner podcast.
Man, listen, those guys really help us out. You know, they do a lot. They support us in more than just one way. You know, they don't just give us money, but they actually, I'm glad they allow us to use their logo and shine some light on some stuff like this right here. Look at this
what
right
you
here.
got? Looks like an Ono bag.
How could you tell?
Man, it's got big Ono on it.
Look at this thing, man. This thing got pockets everywhere.
You know, I can't wait to get mine, Ernest. I'm telling you,
bro. I took a trip to Australia. I took this with me, and I was able to pack everything. Got so many pockets, and so look here, zip up, man. It's a light bag too. The bag feel like it's gonna be heavy with the way it's built, solid on the inside. This is a great bag, man. This is a bag a fighter need. Somebody like me to carry my weapons. See,
your nunchucks?
No, these.
Oh, them hands.
Yeah.
Man, I see Ono bags all over the internet. I see a lot of the boys in the business are carrying them. Like I say, I know Cody, our showrunner and producer, is looking forward to getting his. I'm looking forward to getting mine. You guys out there in podcast land, make sure you go to Ono Bags and make sure you order one. Also want to thank Lux Fine Jewelers, the best in diamonds, the Diamond Chic, a pro wrestler in his own right, has his own jewelry company, and I know he hooked you up with a badass necklace and a bracelet that, man, it's so iced out. I get cold when I get around you. It's so iced out.
I guess you want one of those too.
Well, you know, he and I have been talking about it, but I don't know, man. He don't like me like that. He likes you like that. He don't know I'm cooler than a polar bear's toenails, my daggone self, but that's cool. I get it.
Ray, you looking mighty cool today. See, just the little change of the angle of the camera.
The angle of the dangle, as my wife would say. Yeah.
Listen, you look a little better, bro. You don't look like a 90-year-old man when they're looking up your nose, when the camera's pointing up your nose. Don't do that, Ray. Get that chin down. Keep that chin, at least one of them. Keep one of them down.
I'm looking like Sergeant Slaughter.
No,
no,
bro.
Bag it.
You look more like a white Abdullah the Butcher. Speaking of Abdullah the Butcher, listen, this is going to be a good episode. I mean, we just want to try something new here on the Cat's Corner.
Well, this is something you and I have been bantering back and forth about for probably 15, 20 years now.
Well, let me get it out. We don't need you to talk over me. Thank you, buddy.
I'm not.
Thank you, partner. So what I would like to do is this right here, because I know how your mind works. I know how you work. I want to pick top 5, my top 5 against your top 5. And I just want to have conversation over why you pick your top 5 and why I pick my top 5. And if we had a 5-on-5 match, who do you think will come out? 1-on-1, whatever you want to go.
No, I want to do it because this week is the Survivor Series week. This would be a good time to do a 5-on-5. I think we should do back and forth. I don't think we should name all 5 at one time. I think you should do your first guy you go send out through the curtain, and then I'll send my first guy out.
No, that's not how I want to do it, Big Ray.
Well, then how you want to do it, Cat?
Big Ray, I just want the world to know that I'm too. I'm a fan too. I'm a fan of wrestling. I got my favorite wrestlers too, and these are like my favorite wrestlers because they're not just big and bad. They big, bad, and beautiful.
Okay. All right. While we got a second, I want to shout out Spotify. You can also like and subscribe the Cat's Corner podcast on YouTube. And don't forget our Cash App, the Cat's Corner podcast with the $ in the beginning. Make sure you go to that and try to help fund the Cat's Corner podcast so we can start bringing even more and more great guests to the program.
Because some of these guys want to get paid.
Some of them do.
So
it's
listen,
rough out there.
So listen, with these, with donation, listen, let me tell you something. I know a guy, every morning he get up, he'll go run 5 miles, and he'll stop at the local Star. Now it's not that coffee shop. I'm not going to use that name, but he'll stop and get him a cup of coffee. And he'll sit there and enjoy that cup of coffee. Small cup too. It's very small.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I asked him, I said, you do that every day, right? He said, at least 5 days a week. And I said, you just sit there? Yeah, I said, you just sit there and drink your coffee? How much you pay for your coffee? He said, $10. I said, so you're being, what do you get out? He said, I'm really being entertained just by drinking a cup of coffee. That's at $10. That's $50 a week on just a small cup of coffee. He said, but listen, if it's going to entertain me, it's worth it. So that's all I'm saying. We are here to entertain you with conversation, talking about some good things, what's trending, what's going on in the world. So listen, it's okay to go to that Cash App, Cat's Corner Podcast, and donate.
It sure is. It sure is. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your YouTube channel. And we're going to be on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple, Twitch. Our showrunner and our producer, Cody, Colorado Cody, we call him. He's the best in the business as far as I'm concerned. Doing a hell of a job.
He just started, Ray.
We've been together 4 months. 4 months.
Yeah, he just started. Give the man a little time to grow. He's okay. He's okay. Cody,
I'm putting him over.
I know you listening to me too, Cody. When you get to be good, I'm gonna tell you you're good.
I'm putting you over, Cody.
When you suck, Cody, I'm gonna tell you you suck.
Well, he's doing great. I think he just kicked you off.
He just kicked me off. Okay, Cody, I got the picture. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cody. I'm sorry. Sometimes I go too far.
Thanks, he does. I'm glad to know that we got somebody back there that can stop this nonsense.
Yeah, he cut me right off.
All right, so let's start. I'm gonna let you go first. You won the coin flip backstage. So you tell me who you gonna send out first.
No, we're not gonna do it that way. I don't want you to give me nothing, Ray. I want nothing from you but your best. We gonna do this right here. What do you call this? Paper, scissors, rock?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Whatever. You ready?
Yeah.
Get your hands up. You call it. 1,
rock,
2,
paper, scissors, shoot.
That don't mean anything.
That's the scissors.
I'll go first.
All right.
First of all, I'm gonna start from the top.
You gonna put your number one out there first? I thought we were gonna go in reverse order.
Bro, I don't give a damn what we thought. I want to put out. I'm so excited about putting out these names and letting the world know who are the Cat top 5 wrestlers. Can you hear me, Ray? Because sometimes I get real low like this because I'm trying to sound like this. I'm trying to sound like Barry White.
Yeah, but you
Al Green.
But you Barry Black. How come all your favorite singers have colors at the end of their name?
Hey, bro, come on. Can we go with this? Okay. My first guy that I'm throwing out, Big Ray.
Mm-hmm.
He's a heavy guy. He's a heavy name, baby. He's a big runner. He's a big show guy. He's a showstopper. He's everything you want on your team, boy. You want to kick it off?
Do it.
Ernie, the cat lad.
The big cat, Ernie Ladd.
That's
like
all I
Big
got
Cat.
to say, bro. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to tell you why he's number one on my list. You're talking about big, vicious looking. And I mean, charisma out there, you know what? This guy was like big and talented, entertaining. I mean, he could be a heel. He could be a bad guy. He could be a good guy. He make you laugh. He make you cry. This guy was ready. He was always ready to perform. When he was in the ring, man, it was so funny. He was in the ring. He was so big and so tough, but he made a good coward.
I
I
watched
mean,
him for
this
many
guy
years
right
as a
here.
child.
And did you listen to him talk that
Oh
talk,
God,
baby?
yeah. Oh yes.
Did you hear him talk that talk?
He
I
could
mean, this
walk that
dude,
walk, dude.
this dude right here was a beast. But the thing was, right here, he was a dangerous man for real.
Oh, for real, for real.
Listen,
Football player.
not just because. Hey, Big Ray, I don't need you kissing up to my team, man. Just you say that for your team, okay?
Well, I'm just hey,
I don't need
I'm
you.
gonna give props where props is due. And the big cat Ernie Ladd, you know, that's a great pick.
Now,
I can't be mad at it. I mean,
now
that's a
I'm gonna
great pick.
look. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad because Ernie Ladd was one of my favorite wrestlers to watch growing
Mhm.
up. And when I got into the business, occasionally we'll see some of these big stars and OGs. We're gonna call them OGs walking around or somewhere back there. Ernie Ladd was one of the ones I wanted to meet. And I had an opportunity to meet him once. We went to Texas, I think, where he lived. And Glacier and some of the guys were going out to meet him at his ranch. But I couldn't go because one of the promoters kept me. I forgot whoever promoting a producer kept me there to do something. So I missed out on it. But when they came back and they told me they went to visit Ernie Ladd, let me tell you something, man. It broke my heart that I couldn't go. And then a couple of months, I think I forgot what it was, but a couple of months later or so, he passed away. I heard he passed away.
Mm.
So Ernie Ladd is my top guy. This guy right here is my leader. He's my top notch guy. He's my number one guy. He's my power guy. This is my hit man. You understand what I'm saying? When you throw somebody out there, if they're not right, he gonna shut out the lights.
Well, I'll see your Ernie Ladd, and I will raise you the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. Right there, the man of the hour, the tower of power, too sweet to be sour, baby. The three-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the blue-eyed soul that captivated the country. He was the man, the myth and the legend.
Bro, are you gonna tell us something about him? Why he's on your list? Or you just
He,
want to talk like him?
I'm just, that's what got me to the dance, baby, was Dusty Rhodes. That's my favorite of all time. And I know
What
him and the big cat went way back. They
what
fought a
what
lot of
what
times.
what did I mean? What do you like? What did you like the most about? And you know what? This is a great pick. It's a
Dusty
great
was
pick.
charismatic, man. He had the
The-
crowd in the palm of his hand. There was never a better baby face. Nobody could make a comeback like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. When you think you got him down and out and he's dropping that arm, one, two, oh no,
But
no,
listen,
no.
but listen, Ray. A lot of people didn't understand. Dusty Rhodes was athletic. He wasn't just a round shape belly of fun. This dude could play basketball. He could
Oh my
run.
goodness.
He could
Football,
jump.
basketball. He was a
Man,
talented
this
man.
dude was not talented. He was athletic, and you could see his footwork when he got in the ring. Then
Mhm.
that charisma. I mean,
Listen,
Dusty Rhodes, one of my
I don't
favorite.
need you kissing my damn wrestler's ass. You let me talk about my
Okay,
ain't
all
that what
right,
you told me?
okay,
Anyway, so
goddamn,
no,
yeah.
no, serious business. So we got Dusty and we got the big cat Ernie Ladd. What that's two great ones to start
Now,
off.
bro, don't, bro, listen. these two right here. Now, if I wanted to see a big match, I would not put Dusty, cause the size would be a little too different.
Man, they
Because I don't
wrestle
think,
all over the country.
hold up, bro, can I finish saying what I
Yeah,
need to
you
say?
can finish.
Ernie Ladd was 6'9".
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes was 6 feet tall.
I think he was 6'1", but that don't matter.
Yeah. That elbow could even reach Ernie the Cat Ladd head. So
He
that
could, but he put
elbow,
him down.
listen, that elbow was gonna take too much work to make it work. So this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna put somebody out there who can kind of stand toe to toe.
Well,
Stand toe to
don't make
toe.
me reach into my
Hold
bag of
up.
tricks.
It's my turn, Big Ray. We don't need you to do what you always do, try to shut me down because you know I'm going somewhere.
All right,
You
go
know
ahead.
I'm working on something. Hey, like they said in football, let me cook.
Okay.
Now, since you brought out Dusty Roll, the sweet feet, silver tongue, curly hair, since you brought him out, I'm gonna bring somebody who got to be able to stand toe to toe. They got to be able to stand toe to toe and talk that talk too, and walk that walk, just enough to alleviate what you have. And guess who it's gonna be? It's gonna be Thunderbolt Patterson.
Ooh-wee.
You know,
Ooh-wee.
some people say, now, just listen to me. Don't get mad at me. See, I'm starting to talk like Thunderbolt, get my hand moving. But some people say, Dusty Rhodes took a little something that he didn't create. And this might be the person he took it from.
Mm.
You know, when when
Mm.
when Thunderbolt used to talk, he get that neck up, he bend that arm back, his shoulders back, he get to talking that talk, he put that finger in their face. This might be the creator of all that shucking and jiving. And I'm gonna
Well,
go with him because when he got mad, boy, oh my goodness, when that slick back hair, he got mad. That hair would stand straight up on his head like an old rooster. And he started wobbling those knees, and he get to throw that right hand, then that left hand, then he pick that leg up and hit you with another. Bro, listen, Thunderbolt was a bad man, brother. Thunderbolt did what a man wrestler is supposed to do back then. He made you believe that he was a badass. He made you think about him even when he wasn't in the ring. Cause we wonder, is Thunderbolt Patterson? Is he coming out tonight? Man, listen, Thunderbolt Patterson is the man. Look at how he dropped that boy. Look at him. Oh yeah. Now look how he walked that walk, baby. Look at him. I mean, this dude was sweet, man. He was like Little Richard in there. And who else was back in those days? The Drifters. Yeah, the
the
Drifters.
platters.
Yeah, now you know. Richard, hold me down. Oh, yeah, and look there. Now we got something. We got the two champions together, baby. This had to be the best tag team around because everybody knows Thunder. Look how cool these guys were. Can you imagine me being a little 8-year-old black kid back home? This who I had to look up to. I wanted to dress just like this guy. I wanted to be this. These guys were so cool. These right
I
here,
can see
man.
that.
This is why I watch wrestling, man, because of those guys. Now, I know you got a list and you got to move on, but I don't think you could get any better than this. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead and blow your hot air and see who you're going to put out there.
Well, you had a great pick, but I'm gonna see your pick, and I'm gonna raise you one Texas rattlesnake. Oh hell yeah!
Oh, man.
Stone
Come on,
Cold
man.
Steve
Come on,
Austin,
man.
son.
Oh, man.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. He is He is the badass. He is the rattlesnake. He is Stone Cold Steve Austin, son. And he has he has stomped a mud hole in many a man's ass and walked it dry, son. So what do you got to say about my pick, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WWE's #1 box office attraction? Nobody made more money than Stone Cold Steve Austin
Hey,
for the
brother,
company, and nobody
but
kicked as much ass.
let me tell you this. Steve Austin is a bad guy. I love Steve Austin. I work with him. I had the opportunity to sit back and watch him on TV. Then I had special occasion when I could sit with him back in the locker room and just have a man-to-man conversation. Steve Austin is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. But I think he got too much energy. You know, fighting is a war of mental thought. If you could get in somebody's head and make them mad, they get emotional. And that's what Thunderbolt were able to do. Thunderbolt were able to talk and get in your head. Ernest and Ray were able to get in your head. And once they got in your head, to break you down, they get in your ass.
Well, let me explain something to you, son. I don't get too excited about whooping a man's ass because that's what I do. And when it comes to professional wrestling, you can call me the ringmaster. You can call me Stunning Steve. You can call me Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm just the best there is, and that's just the bottom line.
Well, if I was Ernest Ladd, I would tell you, Steve, listen here, Steve, I'm 7'9", baby. You 6 feet tall. Ain't nothing you can do to a big man like me. You can't break me down.
I can break you down.
Cold Stoner.
Yeah. So you're 6'7".
I'm 6'9".
I get done with you, you'll be 3'3.5".
I'm 6'9", baby. Ain't nothing you can do with me, Mr. Austin. I'm too big for you, baby. I'm too big.
Tell
You
that to the
about to
Big
go.
Show.
Well, you need to go over. I owe the Big Show that can't wear my boots. He can't hang my jockey strap on his head.
I don't know how big his dick is, but I'll tell you this much.
Now, Ernest Ladd. I'm Ernest Ladd. Now, let me talk to Thunderbolt. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
There's not a fight in this world that I can't win. Stone Cold might be your man, but he's not the man.
Well, you understand what I'm saying? He was the man for many a year up there. He whooped a lot of men's ass.
Bro, he made money, true enough. He brought some numbers in, but look at the time he worked. He worked when wrestling was
the hottest it's ever been,
hottest thing ever been. Yeah. We're talking about guys who.
Well, you know why it was the hottest thing around? Because he was the hottest thing around. It got hot because Stone Cold Steve Austin took the reins of the WWE and went into another stratosphere.
Bro, let me tell you this right here. You speaking like a mark and a fan, true fan, which I love. But it takes more than that. During the time when your boy Stone Cold, he was running the show and doing that was great. He held the reign for real. He was riding that horse and he pulled his company with him. But listen, it takes a few people to make a good wrestler stand out. He can't do it himself. Oh, yeah. He can't get in the ring and run around the ring and get over. You understand what I'm saying? But to you, you think that's all that, he needed just to have some ring time. Bro, listen, he needed good names. He needed some backs to ride on, some asses to kick. And he had
one. He had the biggest ass in the world to kick. Vince McMahon's. The best storyline in professional wrestling, a boss and his employee, and the employee beating his boss's ass. It resonated with every redneck in the country.
It was good casting, and Stone Cold is the man. I really like him, and I'm glad you got him on your list. But I'm coming up now, and I'm gonna show you where I am. I got somebody who you guys fear this guy. Just to look at this guy, look him into those deep eyes. I'm telling you right now, boy, it scare you. It make you piss your pants. You understand what I'm saying? Ray, it'll make you piss your pants if you ever made this guy angry. He one of the top wrestlers around. He's been around for a while, and he's in there now. Not somebody a long time ago, somebody who's working now. That got to be the great Bobby Lashley.
Oh, you throwing Bobby Lashley on me.
Somebody new, baby. Somebody new. Look, I mean, this dude right here built like a
The
brick house.
Almighty.
You never seen this guy out of shape. You just saw him put good work in wherever he go. I mean, he been to TNA, he been to WWE, he's in AEW now. Man, I like to see this guy work, man. He's a well put together guy. And this is another thing. He's a great person. He's a father, kids, wife. This is a great guy, man. And this guy make money. He make money wherever he go, man. So this guy got to be on my list. He got to be on my list, man.
Well, he's a good pick. He also served his country. He was in the Army. He was the Army. He wrestled for the Army. He was a champion in the Army. He's an MMA guy. He's legit. He's a legit fighter. He's a shoot fighter.
We ain't talking
about for shoot.
We ain't talking. Hey, bro, I don't want to hear Stone Cold name no more. We moving on now. This guy, Bobby Lashley, man, is a great guy. He's a great wrestler. He's entertaining. He don't do a lot of talking. He's the silent kind. I like that. I like somebody when they just don't have to talk. They just whoop your ass.
Yeah, I can see the match as we're speaking. He just took out JBL.
Bro, we ain't worried about that. I told you, don't kiss my guy's ass.
I'm not.
But I will tell you this. I'm putting the best of the best out there.
Well, he is one of the best. And if you through talking about him, I'm gonna put one on you that's every bit as good as him, if not better. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. What you got to say about the Brock Lesnar? Talk about a real fighter for a shoot.
Brock got.
Wouldn't you like to see them two go at it? Wouldn't you like to see them two go at it for real?
Yeah. Bobby will tell Brock he got some good bushy.
Some good bushy. That sounds a little sexual.
Oh man.
Brock may eat Bobby for lunch.
No, he had his opportunity. We're not talking about, we're talking about in the wrestling world, not in the shoot fighting. We ain't talking about that. And I don't know if that's true. That may not be as easy as it sounds. You know,
I think it would be one hell of a fight. I think people would pay money to watch it.
But they worked together already in the ring, and they had and he showed Brock that he was his equal.
Definitely.
Look at that. There we go right here. So why you bringing up what if? Look at that. They looking eye to eye. This is, look at him. Look at the fierce eyes. How he looked straight through Brock. Brock does not scare him. And Brock had the rocket behind him. I don't think Lashley ever had the big push that Brock Lesnar
he didn't. That's why he's not there right now. I don't blame him. The Hurt Business was a great stable of wrestlers, and I think the WWE fumbled on that deal. But I think Brock is every bit as talented as Bobby Lashley. I think it would be one hell of a match.
I'm gonna tell you again, brother. Stop kissing my guy's ass. This is my team. Leave my guys alone.
I got respect for anybody that's been in the squared circle, so I'm not going to talk shit about your team. I'm going to respect your team because I'm a respectful person.
That's bull crap. Listen here, brother. You need to stop kissing my team ass. I'm picking a hell of a team. I'm going deep down into the history book to find these top-notch wrestlers because you guys ain't going to talk about them.
Who's you guys? I'm starting to see a theme with your list, by the way. I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm starting to see that every one of your wrestlers is over 6 feet tall.
Whatever you want to say, brother. You better keep it. I know what you really want to say.
I ain't said nothing.
I know what you want to say.
What? That they're all has-beens?
See, I mean,
What?
say whatever you want to say. I
Who's
mean,
your
you know what
fourth
you want to
man?
say.
Who's your
No,
fourth Beatle? Who's your
you want
fourth
to
Beatle?
say, you want to say that. I think you want to say that N word. I think you
Uh,
want to say that N word.
now, I don't know what you're
No,
talking about.
not now, now. But listen, you want to say it, Rick, because I know your type.
What are you
I can,
saying, man?
I can see it in your eyes, Ray. I can see it on your neck. You know what I see on your neck?
Red.
Red neck. So go ahead and say it, Ray. Ray, listen, we've been friends for 20 years. I've never heard you say this, but I know right now because I'm putting a hell of a team out there right now, and
Well,
I
I
know
don't
you
know if your
probably
team's any
scared.
better than my
I
team.
know that's what you think. Go ahead and say you got a bunch of. Go ahead. Let's say I'll say it with you.
I will never say that word.
Come, Zeb, listen.
I will
Go
never say
ahead.
that word.
Go ahead and say it. You want to
I
say it,
think you
Ray,
got a
because
bunch
you're a
of
redneck.
natural
No, and
wrestlers and
no,
natural
no,
badasses.
no. Listen, go ahead and say it, Ray. You got my permission.
I ain't gonna do it. Listen, let's get on to your fourth wrestler and quit trying to make us get canceled here
Okay, I'm
by the
gonna tell you.
NAACP.
I'm gonna tell you who I got.
Who's number 4?
Oh man, this right here. This is not fair because I got so many great names to put out here, man, and I wanted to go get someone that I know like a brother, somebody I know like family member, somebody I know. I watched this guy do his thing in the business, and he took on. We talk about Thunderbolt Patterson. We talk about Ernest Ladd. We talk about Bobby Lashley. This is another guy who is. I mean, he's action in the ring. Stevie Ray of the Harlem Heat.
Friend of the show.
Woo! Big Stevie Ray, man. Boy, 6'6", 290 pounds, baby. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. This brother right here working the ring, he can do anything. I know they say, oh well, he didn't talk much when he was in the. This guy's a talker. This guy's a showstopper. This guy right here, man. Listen, this guy right here, to me, he's like a Ernie Ladd, Thunderbolt Patterson slapped together and had a baby. And he came out named Stevie Ray with Harlem Heat on his head. But this guy right here, listen, this is a guy you don't play with. This is a guy
Friend
you
of the
don't play
show.
with. Hey,
Friend of the
Cody.
show.
Cody, you ain't got to try to make me look bad, Cody. You know, we want people to know I'm just choosing these people right here. Ray, you look like you lost weight. Cause that picture they just showed on you. You look at that, boy, you got the fattest face I ever seen. But anyway, let's go back to Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray is gonna be that man for me. He gonna be that man to come out when things get hard. When things get hard, Stevie Ray is the guy I call on to come and clear that ring out. He's coming with a chair, a garbage can, a baseball bat. He coming with something, and he gonna clean that ring out for me. And you know he was NWO. He was Harlem Heat. What better tag team did you ever hear or know of than Harlem Heat? What better tag team? There was no better tag team. You want me to tell
Well, I
you
mean,
why?
it's debatable.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because they had two guys on there that both could work. Both were talented. Stevie Ray is my man. He's gonna clean up the ring. So when you get your 4, we have 4 now, right? So when your 4 get in there and things start to unravel, things start to move in a different way. We need somebody to come and clean it up. Here come big Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray come to clean up that ring. And
And
you
that
about to
sound
get out of his way. You about to get out of his way if you're ever in the ring when he get there.
and that all sounds great until you hear gong and you hear the Undertaker's music. And Mean Mark Calloway, the Undertaker, comes to the ring, the American badass, the man that's done more damage in the wrestling ring than Godzilla did to Tokyo. This man has done it all. and he's a shoot fighter for real.
Now
And
I'm
he's
gonna,
6'9", 6'10". He can look your boy. He can look your boy Ernie the cat lad in the
no,
eyeballs
I
if
ain't
you
no
wanted to.
Ernest the cat. There's no, I'm Ernest the cat.
Yeah, I
That's
know who you
Ernie.
are,
Ernie.
Ernie
Ernie.
little cat Miller. But we're talking about the Undertaker taking somebody 6 feet under with that tombstone pile driver and that choke slam to hell. I don't know if anybody could beat him. I don't know if anybody could beat my team with Dusty, Austin, Brock, and the Taker. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Well, listen. I
What
want
you
to
got to
say
say about my
something.
man? What you got to say about the Taker?
I really want to say something about the Taker, about
Digging
the
holes
Undertaker.
and snatching
But
souls.
listen, we work together. I'm a big fan. I like this dude. But let me tell you this right here. This is why I can't say anything negative about him. I remember when I had just started in WCW and I was trying to find my way in my
To
position
catering.
in the company. And I'm working hard to try to come up in the business. And there, everybody was fighting for a spot. But I remember we were going to Virginia somewhere, and most of the time when WCW were going in, WWF were coming out. So we sometimes cross paths with the wrestlers. So this time I'm
From other
walking through the
companies.
airport. I'm walking through the airport. No, just the wrestler, not the whole company, just some of the wrestlers. So this particular
Right.
time, I'm walking through the airport. I see him coming. Look up, I see the Undertaker. He's coming my way. He's walking past me, and I stopped him and said, "Hey, sir, it's nice to meet you." He stopped. He said, "Hey, Cat, how you doing?" It was a surprise that he even knew my name. And then he said, "Cat, you doing a great job. Keep up the good work." I've never met this
What?
guy in my life. I was a big fan, but for him to stop and acknowledge me and say something that he could have said anything. I like your shoes. I like your hat. No, he said, "You're doing a good job." Something I needed to hear at that time because people in the locker room and people around you that working with you when you're working as a wrestler, you don't know if they being honest when they tell you it was a good job. Some people say,
Right.
"Hey man, that was a great match," and they have never seen a match. "Hey Ernest, that was a great match," and they didn't even watch my match. I knew this, but when he walked up on me, he didn't just say, he said, "You're doing a great job, Cat." He knew my name, and that right there meant a lot to me. So I'll give you that one. I bow down to that one, man. That guy
Man,
right there
I'm
is a
glad I
hell of a
finally
guy.
got one in. I
Nigga.
finally got one in. So I
But
think we
wait a
got a good
minute.
4-on-4
But wait
match.
a
But
minute.
now we're
But
coming
wait a
with your
minute.
showstopper.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute, Bubba Lips. Just one fight. That's one match. I give you one match. This is a team effort. You understand what I'm
What
saying?
I'm saying, my team's good.
No, I'm on. That just me. I like the Undertaker, so I tell the Undertaker, "Hey, Undertaker, you need to sit out this round because my team going in. We doing some damage, and I don't want you to get hurt, buddy." That's
I'd
all
like to
that
see
means.
that. Tell
I don't
Brock
want you to
that
get
too. Make
hurt,
sure you tell Brock that too. Now you don't want to hurt Brock.
brother. I didn't say me. I'm talking about my team.
I'm talking about your team. All right. So
So
tell me
so
tell me who
so
your
so
fifth
let me
Beatle
ask you
is
something. So did you think Brock could stop me?
in real life or
Yeah,
in the world of pro wrestling.
in real life, cause he was real. Cause you said Brock's name and then you said my name. It's like maybe you believe that Brock can do something other than wrestle in the ring with me. We talking about real MMA fight.
Are we talking about in a 2-acre field or are we talking about in a phone booth?
See, you playing around because you don't have no seriousness
I'm
about you.
just
You
asking,
understand what I'm
I'm just
saying?
asking what the rules
We're
are.
talking about in a cage,
In the
in a ring,
cage.
in a real fight.
In a cage. You think you can handle that 290-pound bull? If he got his hands on you and took you to the ground.
First of all, I'm 250 pounds. And
I
I
get
want to
that.
tell you something. I'm deadly still. I'm a
I know you
problem
are.
right
I,
now.
I know you are.
We had Rick the Jet Rufus on. And remember how bad he was? And what did he tell you in the ring with me? I was great. I was
There's no
great.
doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Bro, bro,
I'm one of
listen.
your biggest
One
fans.
one thing I saw when I watched Brock fight live and fight in the ring, he was a little hesitated when people were throwing knuckles and elbows,
He's not that
punching
good
on
with
him.
these. He's not that good with these, but he's
No,
good
no.
on the
But if he
ground and the
grab
pound.
you, he grab you. But one of the guys did exactly what I would have tried to have done or tried to do if I was with him in the ring. I would try to beat him up so bad that when we went to the ground, it wasn't too much he can do that. I'm not saying I would be able to do that, but that would be my goal. Hit him on his arm, his legs, everything. Just beat him up so bad. Hope that you can beat him up so bad that he's in so much pain when he gets you down on the ground, he can't do nothing but hope to lay on you. Because he was, I've never seen him finish no one in like a chokehold, arm bar,
No,
leg
he's
lock.
always finished you with punches on the ground.
Well, they call that ground and pound,
Yeah,
which you
that's
don't
it.
really have to be a technician of hands
No,
when
you
you
just
got
got to
somebody
have
on
your
the ground.
opponent. You just
On
got
the
to have your
ground.
opponent in a position to take them hammer fists.
That's right. So that I mean, that would have been a good fight to see, baby. Back in those days, that would have been a good fight to see. You know.
All right. Well, I'm glad it never happened because I like both of you. Um, listen. So who's your number? Who's your number five? Who's the fifth Beatle? He's thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Dead
I'm
air.
not. I'm not thinking. I'm looking you eyeball to eyeball. I'm looking right in your sneaky weasel ass eyes right now because you think you got something over on me. And I'm about to tell you this guy. He's everybody I just called, all four names. You put them in one bag and shake them up, and they'll come out all in one. Powerful, smart, strong, athletic, could dance, could talk. This guy can do anything he wants to do in that ring with anybody that he want to do it with. This guy once grabbed a crazy passenger on an airplane. It had to hold him down because he was trying to open one of the doors. And they didn't have anything to hold this guy down with. So my guy grabbed him with his bare hand and held this guy down until the plane landed safely and the cops gang came on and took this guy off. That's how powerful he is. Just to hear one time me and this guy were walking through a restaurant together, just finished eating. And I noticed walking alongside of this guy felt like a whole building was walking with me. You can feel the force. You can feel the power just in his movement. And he cut a promo on you, baby. He cut something and tell you exactly what he's gonna do to you before he ever even do it to you. Matter of fact, it sounds so good, it make you even want him to do it to you.
I like it.
I'm going with the almighty, strongest man in the world, strongest wrestler ever, Olympic, strongman contest. This man always showing off his power. Mark Henry.
You just took my man. That was my guy. That
Whoa,
was my
whoa.
fifth Beatle. You've been cheating on my paper. Oh my goodness. Friend of the show, Mark Henry. Oh my goodness. Olympic gold medalist, world champion, and not in one sport, not in two sports, but three different sports. He's been a world champion. He is something else. I can't deny it. I can't deny that's a good pick. He's done things in the ring most people dream about. With that world's strongest slam, look at he broke the ring with the Big Show.
That's what he said at your mom's house.
Hey now, look at him. He's got, is that Tyrus? Nope, look at Mark. The tug of war. Nobody could mess with him back then.
Bro, that's my boy. Look how powerful he looked. Look at him.
Look what he did to Tyrus.
Tyrus looked like an old lady dressed up to go out on a picnic.
Watch him rip the cage door off. Man.
Bro,
he's aggressive.
And this guy got the great push. Look at him. They did, you know what? They did him justice, man. They really liked this dude in WWE and WWF. That they pushed him the right way. They showed him off. They showed his strength, his power. Now, I did not like when they were doing that chocolate
sexual chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, for some reason,
he loved it. If you hear him talk, that was one of his favorite characters.
Yeah, but they took one of my, it's like the world today. You go to Hollywood and you see these manly men, these men of no play. They don't play around. You'd see the guys who are real strong, manly men. You see these guys in Hollywood. And these guys you just don't play with. I mean, these guys are who they are.
Yeah.
They're men.
Well, he's a man. He's a man's man for sure.
Let me finish. Let me finish where I'm going. And they take these guys and they want to soften them up. They take them to Hollywood. They make you, they show the world just how tough you are, that you're a man. And then the next thing they want to do is put a dress on you.
Let's don't go that route.
They want to put a dress on you. They want to make you look just a little, for some reason, they feel like they build you up when they're not really building you up. They're just showing the world who you are. You're a manly man. And then they want to soften you up to the world by thinking it's funny if we take this guy and put him in a movie and put a dress on him.
So let me get this straight. You're saying that the sexual chocolate character, in your opinion, made Mark look a little feminine?
I'm not speaking for everybody else. I'm just saying
your opinion. Your opinion of sexual chocolate.
I did not say feminine. I did not use
What did you say?
word.
You talking about putting dresses on people? What are you talking about?
They softened your character a little bit to me.
You think Vince softened him up with the sexual chocolate character when, in my opinion, from a Mark,
I'm not asking your
I'm
opinion.
just saying his character to me
from the inside
was a guy that had an insatiable sexual appetite for all the ladies.
But he had that same, it was obvious that he had that kind of appetite for lifting weights, being the strongest man in the world.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough. That's enough. This is a stop there. This is a married man. This is a man that got kids. All that stuff right there, man, was something play. You play with it.
Right.
You play with it. I just think
you think they should have kept him more serious.
They should have kept him right on what he was doing, man. This dude was destroying people. He would tear. They should have brought him out like King Kong in a cage, and he just ripped out of the cage. It was so much stuff. He could have been a real fierce, and he was.
For sure.
But he was behind the camera. He's nice as you want to be. Very intelligent.
Extremely.
Very smart. But I'm just saying, and I'm not saying it was a bad projection of who he is. Maybe he likes sex.
I think we all do. I think
who don't?
That's right. Well, he took it to another level. He took it to another level.
I know it. That's why I'm saying they were playing with a lion, man. Remember, he's supposed to have got somebody pregnant and they had a hand.
Oh yeah, that hand is 23 years old today. Uh,
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think Jay should have played with him like that.
my favorite character for him was the Hall of Pain when he was the Hall of Pain when he come out in that salmon sport coat and he told everybody he was retiring, and then he put John Cena down through there, and he put the work on John Cena. That to me was my favorite run for him. I thought he did a
Hey,
hell of a job doing that.
so did they ever put a sexual? Who is that talking? I hear somebody talking. That's you, Cody.
No, nobody's talking. Go ahead.
Okay. Did they put a character like that or put a gimmick like that on one of the white guys? Sexual, freaky? Yeah, they did. They did. They did DDP like
Gold
that.
Dust.
They did Gold Dust. They did. They did. They did
They had
DDP
Gold
like that.
Dust. They had the porn star Val Venus. Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's quit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, as your number 5. Now, to round everything off today, I'm going to hit you with the Brahma Bull, the
Who?
trail blazing, eyebrow raising, elbow dropping, show stopping, The Rock. Now, what you got to say about Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
He put on a dress one time.
the final boss?
Didn't he play some kind of character that wore a dress in Hollywood?
I'm sure they've done that. I'm sure he has.
Because he was too much of a man.
They do that to all of them when they go out there. That just shows their
All,
dominance. That
all
shows
the black guys.
Kevin Hart, all of them. They
Oh
all
my
wore dresses.
goodness. There we go. Now why? Why?
So that the elites out there can show their dominance.
But I had to give you that. This is man. There's no better. He's in there right now. He's better than 90% of the guys there now. He's more
Yeah, the people
entertaining
that are
than a
full
lot of
time.
them.
When he
Yeah.
comes, he's part time, and he's as good as you get. When you put him on the microphone, it's instant. It's
Now,
instant.
I'm gonna tell you this too, though. He one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. He's not a loud guy in the locker room. He's very nice. Even today, whenever I walk in somewhere, he might be there. Anywhere, he's always the same. Hey, Cat, how you doing? Very polite. I mean, a very humble superstar. He
7 Bucks
remember what
Productions, baby.
he remember where he came from. He knew that, hey, I used to be a wrestler, so I understand what you guys are up with and what you guys are up to.
Well,
So
he was one of my favorites. Let me tell you something. Even as I'll put him on the same line to me as a Stone Cold or a Dusty. To me,
see,
he's the
see,
most entertaining wrestler that I've ever encountered in my 30 or 40 plus years, 45, 50 years of wrestling that I've watched for 49. It's actually 49 years. Started watching when I was 5. So 49 years of wrestling. I've never been more entertained than when he's been on the microphone doing his stuff, man. And then, his moves in the ring are pretty good too. He's probably not the consummate wrestler, but he is a definite entertainer for sure.
you know what, Big Ray? I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna agree with you on that because it surprised me that you even got a black guy as one of your favorite.
What?
Because and I hate to make this not a color thing, but it just so happened most of the guys I grew up watching, or most of the guys I enjoyed, are all black wrestlers. My top 5 are all black wrestlers. Now I'm not saying those are the best. I'm just saying those are the ones I want to talk about today. Tomorrow I may have Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Stone Cold. I may have an all white party.
Macho Man. Oh yeah. What about him? Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. I may have an
Hogan,
all white party
brother.
because that's what wrestling is about. But today I wanted to use these 5 because they hardly ever talk about black wrestlers. They hardly ever, whenever they put the best WWF legends, the best WWE legend, it's always a bunch of other white wrestlers.
Yep.
And we all know wrestling is entertainment. So you can put up there whoever you want to put up there, as long as you enjoy somebody in the business.
It's all about the entertainment value, but I agree with you. I don't think the African American wrestlers got a fair shake. I had my all-time
We don't
five black.
need you. We don't need you to pity us. You understand what I'm
There ain't
saying?
no pity here, brother. I'm
Well,
just
keep
agreeing with you.
stay on that side. Don't come over here now.
Why? See,
Stay on
that's the
that side.
problem. That's the problem that
Ain't
you
no
trying to
problem.
you.
You don't
Yeah,
you don't you
you
don't
trying
put
to.
you don't put your finger at me like that, brother. You're not my
I'm telling
school
you
teacher.
this.
You're not Dusty Rhodes. Let me tell you something. That little Dusty Rhodes finger you got, I'm gonna make me break it off and shove it somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Now, I went ahead and I put my list together because I kind of felt like you were going to go this route.
Whoa,
And I put
whoa.
on my list for African American wrestlers, and you may get a kick out of this because there's a couple on here that you didn't mention. One of them was Ron Simmons, first African American world heavyweight champion with WCW. The Junkyard Dog and and yourself. I put you on my list. I put the cat on my list, along with Bobby Lashley, the Big Cat Ernie Ladd, and Mark Henry and Harlem Heat, of course.
Well, you could do me a favor. You could get me off your list. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, that was pretty easy.
Cut,
Watch this.
cut them.
Off the list. You're no longer on my list of all-time greats. And the New Day, I've had to put the New Day on there too.
You, Big Ray. You need to open your mind, baby. Like Dusty Rhodes, you said, baby. Now I'm gonna be saying that all night now.
Baby.
When I get ready to go to bed, my
You gonna
wife
be
gonna
like,
say, "You all right, baby?" My
"You all
wife gonna
right,
say,
baby?"
"Hey, sweetie, you want something to eat?" Yes, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, can you move the car so I can move the other car from the garage? Yes, baby.
Yes, baby. You want it stir fried off deep fat fried, baby. How you want
Listen, let's tell the folks about this, man. If this was entertaining for you guys and you guys share any kind of time with family or friends and you listening to this, we want to thank you for listening to us. You know, we're
it?
not
Absolutely.
big. We listen. We're not the big show right now. This is not the biggest podcast out there.
It's
We
coming though.
just we just somebody just trying to have fun. We trying to share a conversation with you. Hopefully you can listen to us. I'm Ernest the Cat Miller, baby, 3-time world karate champion. And I was the commissioner of WCW.
You have spoken.
And listen, I had some great times and I had some bad times. Now to be able to talk on this podcast and tell the world out there about some of the things you guys didn't know about, you guys didn't see, but you get to hear about some of those things on this podcast, The Cat's Corner. You get to see what it sounds like when a wrestler talk to a
Watch
fan,
it. Watch it.
a fan, a
Watch
mark,
it, sucker.
a mark. You see how hard it is, brother, just to stay here, keep my hands in my pocket, and don't reach over and knock him out.
Well, I'm
It's
glad you didn't
hard.
because I'd
It's
sue you.
hard. It's hard to deal with marks. But when you got one that's a good friend, like Ray is to me, it's hard to keep your hands to yourself. But one day I hope Ray don't catch me in a right time for me, bad time for him, and I put my foot so far up his ass, he gonna
His
smell
breath's
my
gonna smell like shoe
shoelaces.
polish. Well,
So
listen,
listen,
all jokes aside, I hope you and Miss Kay have a great Thanksgiving, along with Colorado Cody and his wife. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving and gobble till you wobble. and we'll be back with the fans, of course, next week. I heard you got a couple of good guests lined up for next week. Make sure they
Bro,
watch SmackDown on Friday
just
and
go ahead.
Survivor Series on
Dog,
Saturday.
dog. Why do we have to give them shout out? Give our shout out. Let us know where these fans can go and subscribe, baby.
Well, we already
catch up?
told them it is YouTube. Like and subscribe. Go to Spotify. We're on all of our episodes are uploaded on Spotify. Soon to be on Apple Podcast as well. Don't forget about the Cash App $ Catch Quarter Podcast. Make sure you donate, even if it ain't but just a $5 bill, just something to keep us going so we can pay these fine guests that want to come on and entertain you for weeks and years to come. As we get and we grow this podcast, we can only grow with the kindness and generosity of our fan base.
All right, stop begging.
Well,
Big Ray, I want to thank you. Thank you for allowing us into your life for this whole full hour.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to know your top 5.
Yeah, fun to know yours. I mean, like I said, yours was all black, and that's cool. I can dig it. I can dig it.
Hey, the next one we're gonna have to do is all female.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Top 5
I got
female.
my 5 already.
But today, let's get out of here, Big Ray.
All right. Thanks to Recite Lux Jewelers and Oh No Bags, baby. We're still waiting on my chain, my bracelet, and my bag. And thank you. And we'll see you next time on the Cat's Corner podcast for my host, the world karate champion, Ernest Cat Miller.
And what we'll do, and what we'll do, Shug, we'll get Cody to give us a little clipping of us talking about the Oh No Bag. If we'll send it to him and tell him, hey, this is what we're doing on our podcast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
All right.